3 years. 3 years in a row. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. Again. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. They don't seem to learn. They don't seem to learn these things. Okay. Before I get to the Royal Rumble match, let's start with some of the matches before that, so we can just get this started, get the show on the road. Okay, I didn't watch the pre-show. Wouldn't watch the pre-show. Mark Henry and Jack Swagger won, so they could get to place in the Royal Rumble match, and that was going to be super relevant later. I'm just telling you, by the way. Okay, first match of the night, in last man standing match, Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. I was half asleep during this match, but it was a good match. Of course it was. It was Kevin Steen versus fucking Johnny Moxley. Damn, I fucked up his name. Whatever. Of course it was great. It's going to be great. We all knew it was going to be great. Something amazing happened later when Kevin Owens got thrown to 2 tables, and later when he showed up in the Royal Rumble match, he was selling it. Oh my God, he sold being thrown to tables and being in a last man standing match. Impressive. You know that the man's actually keeping up with kayfabe and actually acting like this means something. I'm impressed. Then of course that didn't do much, but whatever. That was just a nice little tidbit. Good match. The right guy won. Big whoop. Okay. Tag team title match. Usos versus New Day. New Day won. Of course it was going to win. There was no reason for the New Day to lose here. They were funny as usual. And they won. It was good. Good enough match. The Usos are good. The New Day are great. It's going to be a good match. We all know it. Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio. And here we begin. They managed to do it good up to that point. One thing, the match got sloppy as hell in midway through. It amazingly sloppy. But let's... None of the matches they've had have been that good, okay? And despite the fact that they're both very good performers, they're just not clicking that well. I don't know why, but anyway. Let's address something more important. For the last 2 years now, almost, it's been 2 years, you've managed to bring some prestige back to the United States Championship. You know, you had Dean Ambrose holding it for almost a year, more than a year, I think, actually. Then you had Sheamus having his forgettable reign. You don't give Sheamus championships, by the way. That's never going to help you. Then Rusev won it, and Rusev held it for a long time before fighting champion, defended it, had matches people were interested in because people wanted to see him lose. And got some heat on him. You know, getting some prestige. People wanted to see him someone take the title away from him. Then John Cena took the championship eventually. You know, just bad for Rusev. You know, his career, but you know, he was a fighting champion, had that great feud with Kevin Owens that sadly for some reason ended with Kevin Owens losing, even after taking a fucking attitude adjustment from the top rope. Then again, attitude adjustments is more like a suggestion this day, not really an adjustment, but whatever. And now Alberto Del Rio returned and beat John Cena clean like a sheet. Like the cleanest I've ever seen someone ever beat John Cena. One finisher, not even a finishing move, it's a signature move. He's never, he's won 2-3 times with that move. He's never really done much of it with it. And he won. Impressive. Okay. And Kalisto takes the championship, which is fine. Kalisto's been building himself up. We had the Cinderella story with, you know, the problem with the Cinderella during the tournament. Problem with the Cinderella story is that Cinderella eventually wins. He won one match and then lost immediately. So it wasn't much of a Cinderella story. No, was it? You know, he has a good ring. He's a great in-ring performer. He can get a little sloppy at times, but you know, he beats Alberto Del Rio from the championship, and Alberto Del Rio has been a horrible, boring champion, so that was fine. Then Alberto Del Rio beats him 2 days later on SmackDown. And you already see the work starting to go back into the drain. Let's be explained this. And you all know this, but I'm just going to explain it because I don't know. I need to get this out. A championship stops mattering is if it changes hands every other second. This is why the NXT Championship and NXT Women's Championship has so much prestige, because it goes quite a bit of time between each time, the title changes hands. It takes time. When a champion gets the championship, they get some due time with it. Just pointing that out to you, by the way. And here, Kalisto loses the championship to Berto Del Rio. Berto Del Rio loses it immediately after I think was it even the same week after Royal Rumble? Now, Kalisto, you fucked it up. Kalisto's now a two-time champion in what, 2 weeks? I don't stop paying attention. I don't barely watch, so I'm just pointing that out. So, sorry if my timeline is a little bit out of whack. Oh, that was great. Suddenly he's starting to ruin all that work and having John Cena be the United States champion. That was great. Wonderful. Props to WWE. What we had before them. And then we had the title match, but yeah, I know that there was a panel. I'm not going to comment on the panel. Booker T. I can't listen to Booker T talk. And then the title match. It was a good match, really. Like, both these ladies know how to tell a story in the ring and know how to wrestle, and you gave them time, and they actually managed to do something. Here's the problem with this match: Ric fucking Flair. Sorry, Rick. You're great, but you need to get away from Charlotte. You need to get away from her immediately. You are not a lucky charm. You are a fucking curse on this poor woman's career. One thing, she isn't you. Okay, I know they've been trying to make her diva Ric Flair now, because that's all they know how to do, is make women bitches or crazy. But I'm telling you this now, it's not going to work. Charlotte does not have nearly your charisma, nor is she. She isn't built for that sort of thing. She can't be the Rolex wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun. It's not her thing. Let her be her own woman. She has been that for some time. In NXT, she was her own person. Yeah, they acknowledged she was Ric Flair's daughter, and she had some elements, but she still had her own character arc. She still did her own thing. Now Ric Flair follows her out, and she tries to be a female Ric Flair and fails at it. Horrendously, might I add. Okay. Match was okay, really. Like, they told a story about how, the story they told us was really clear that Becky Lynch is done, she's pissed, and she got Charlotte's number. Charlotte just can't get to her, really. She gets the advantage a few times, but Becky Lynch just always gets up. Suplex, disarm, whatever. And really, which I was pleasantly surprised by, they actually managed to do something interesting. First actual good match in the entire Divas Revolution, quote unquote, as far as I can remember, at least. And then Ric Flair starts sexually assaulting Becky Lynch in the middle of the ring, outside of the ring, right in front of the ref. Why was that not a DQ? Okay. I have seen people getting DQ'd for accidentally shoving the referee by accident, or accidentally punching him because a guy ducked. This was a man that was not a part of the not a part of the match, grabbing a woman, turning her head, smacking his head into her, and forcibly making out on her on live TV. The Becky Lynch is preparing a sexual assault lawsuit right now. I'm just saying. And I know it's Rick, but why didn't Charlotte get DQ'd over this? Why no? But that's not the fun part. Fun part is later when Becky has her, in disarmor, and then Ric Flair comes in and tosses a jacket into her face. And once again, not a DQ. And Charlotte wins with a spear. The spear should not be a finisher, but okay. Why was this not a DQ? I'm just asking. Why was this not a DQ? Especially when a man interferes, because man on woman violence is such a big no-no now these days in WWE. I'm surprised why this was not a DQ. DQ, for fuck's sake. Okay. And then after the match, Sasha Banks comes out. And Sasha Banks already proves that she's so much more of a star in Charlotte that it's embarrassing. And she does a Stone Cold, she kicks out Becky Lynch, and then she takes down Charlotte to a huge pop, because Sasha Banks is the big star out of these three. Okay, and then we get the fucking by the numbers video for the Royal Rumble after that again. I'm just saying, I'm not going to comment on it because I didn't watch it. Because I watched that one back in 2010. The 2010 Royal Rumble. I was done. It's done then, I'm done now. Okay, let's go to a Royal Rumble match. Already they start fucking up at number 2. First, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns shouldn't be first. I know why he's first, but he shouldn't be. But whatever. Then Rusev comes out. That's a great number 2. Rusev, gets eliminated immediately. And this guy was undefeated for a year. I'm just pointing this out. The only one that managed to beat him was John Cena at WrestleMania. Just pointing that out. And then one of our 2 only surprise entrants, AJ Styles, comes in at number 3. Oh my god, AJ Styles. Oh my god, they fucked it up. AJ Styles comes in at number 3, and he proceeds to do fuck all for the entire match. He doesn't get one Styles cash in. He does he does a springboard clothesline. He kind of eliminates one person. He kind of eliminates, was it Curtis Axel? Or Tyler Breeze? I don't remember. Together with Roman Reigns. So he didn't even eliminate someone by himself. He was a complete dork. And I'm sorry. I like AJ Styles. Not a big TNA fan, but I like what I've seen of AJ Styles. But this is not how you make a new star. Okay? This is how you fuck up majorly. Okay? Then I get Tyler Breeze. Got eliminated immediately. Yeah, Tyler Breeze, I'm glad you got off from NXT. They were going to use you for something. Still waiting for what, but waiting to find out what we're going to use you for, but definitely something. Definitely something. Okay, Curtis Axel comes in. The social outcasts are beaten the hell out of by AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, and Curtis Axel is eliminated. Yeah, good work, WWE, building up that new faction you just launched. And I thought the entire point of the social outcasts were that they're going to be serious now and become serious competitors. And that didn't seem to work now, did it? Chris Jericho comes out. Man, Chris Jericho was not good in this match. No, I mean, not great. He's always good, but he was gassy. Yeah. Not the best night for Jericho, to be honest. And everyone liked AJ Styles, but he didn't do shit. Got beaten down for the entire match. Okay? Goldust comes out. And you know what we have a tradition of doing in the Royal Rumble match is have Goldust come out and Cody Rhodes come out and then be wrestling. Brother versus brother. We all like that. Did that happen this time? No. He got eliminated by fucking Titus fucking O'Neil way before Stardust even got out. What was the point of having Goldust in there? Oh, and Kane got in, by the way. Kane was not a surprise entrant, really. I barely registered that Kane has not been on television for a long time. He was in the match way too long, but he got eliminated by Braun Strowman. And it's very weird to be grateful that Braun Strowman did something, but that happened today. Ryback comes out, doing Ryback things. New Day come out and sending Kofi Kingston. Oh, and now to the interesting part. Kofi Kingston comes in. We all knew he was going to do something crazy. It was the least crazy thing he had ever done, but whatever. He lands on Big E and just rides on his shoulders around the ring while Xavier Woods is with him. Okay. Eventually, Roman Reigns is dragged out during this and beaten the living shit out of by the League of Nations. Like, he's smashed through a table, he eats like a million signature moves and finishers, and then Vince McMahon and the League of Nations just leave him. For one thing, we all immediately knew he was going to be dragged out, he was going to come back in the match later. He didn't get stretchered out, but they tried to. It's so horrible. So predictable. Here's the problem with Royal Rumble for the past 3 years. Well, this one included. They're way too fucking predictable. And I don't even mean for smarts or anyone. I mean for Mark. Every time these Royal Rumble, we all know who's going to win. We all know how they're going to win. And we all know, like, even the order. We can even guess the elimination order most of the time. It's hilariously horrendous. So yeah, Roman Reigns is just left there. Vince McMahon and the League of Nations look like complete morons. And the match continues. The Wyatt family eventually takes control as they enter. Like, the match wasn't memorable. I mean, at one point, Kevin Owens comes in and gets sold being injured, and Sami Zayn goes out. Here's the thing. They seem to have like been building Kevin Owens with like 3 feuds at the same time. First, he and AJ Styles started brawling, and he eliminated AJ Styles. And then Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose started brawling like shit. And then suddenly Sami Zayn comes out and eliminates Kevin Owens. After they are having a brawl. Brawl. Like, I'm just asking, who is he going to feud with after this? Because like it seems like to be like 8 feuds now. I don't know. Eventually Brock Lesnar comes out after the Wyatt family has eliminated everyone almost. Thankfully, like, the only ones I'm grateful for that they eliminated fucking Big Show and Kane. I'm not going to go through every person, by the way, because not every person is memorable. Yeah. So eventually Lesnar comes. Lesnar takes out the Wyatt family. Dominates. He's being Lesnar. Swagger got eliminated by Brock Lesnar, by the way. After Mark Henry entered and got eliminated almost immediately. I saw how relevant they were going to be. And then eventually the Miz comes out. And fuck the Miz. Like, you're giving the Miz mic and screen time? The Miz does the only sensible thing I've ever seen someone do in these matches. He glanced outside, puts on a headset, and starts talking about how he's not going to be dumb enough to enter the fucking ring with Brock Lesnar. And I'm like, yeah. Why aren't more heels doing this? Because, acting with brain cells generally does help. Alberto Del Rio comes out eventually. Yep. Wyatt family's eliminated, And then Bray Wyatt comes out. And then he just, instead of going into the ring, he just summons the Wyatt family using his Wyatt magic, and they eventually eliminate Brock Lesnar. And I was like, Bray Wyatt should win this. Kind of need to establish some dominance here. You eliminated Brock Lesnar. And, then the match started, Dolph Ziggler eventually comes out. And Sheamus. And Reigns comes in after attacking Sheamus from behind. Stop trying to make Sheamus happen. It will not happen. It's too late. And then number 30, Triple H comes down. Oh yeah, we all saw that coming. So fuck you. That was actually what I said for most of the match. Fuck you. Because fuck you to everything they fucked up. They fucked up AJ Styles. They introduced Goldust and Stardust into the match for no reason, since they were not in the ring at the same time. What's the point? You could have used that spot for, I don't know, someone from NXT. I'm just trying to think. Someone interesting. Apollo Crews. Baron Corbin. I'm not a big Baron Corbin fan, but still. Anyone from Blake and Murphy? I mean, like, give us some surprises. Give us something we don't expect, for fuck's sake. Ty Dillinger? Finn Balor? I don't know. Just someone worthwhile. And if WWE old legend, like, I'm usually against that. But in the Royal Rumble match, there's one match you can bring them out without it being in the way. Bring in DDP Yoga. I don't know. Bring in Scott Hall. I don't know. Just bring in someone. Just don't waste them on fucking two people that normally should be in the match at the same time and feuding. Okay, so what's going on? Like, after Triple H enters, they start to Reigns and Triple H has a burying off. You know, suddenly like Triple H, Ziggler comes right at Triple H, gets pedigree immediately. Looks like a complete utter bitch. Meantime, Wyatt goes at Rage, gets a spear, and then the stare down continues. Like, you know, they just bury two guys. One of them the top heel, and then they start fighting. And every time someone gets involved with Triple H or Roman Reigns, I'm like, no, shut up, no. Like, at one point, Ziggler super kicks Triple H in the face, and he hangs on, and I'm like, oh, fuck you, no. This is like a universal rule. Like, if you get super kicked and you're standing on the top rope, you fall down. You fall down to the floor. You don't hold on when you get super kicked. And, you know, eventually Triple H and Bray Wyatt start fighting after Ziggler's got eliminated by Triple H. Wyatt, for some reason, instead of going after Roman Reigns, despite the fact that he's been saying, as I said, anyone but you, Roman, anyone but you, suddenly starts going after Triple H. For some reason. I don't know why. And then Sheamus stops Bray Wyatt. When Sheamus stops you, that's when problems start arising. And Sheamus and Triple H eliminates Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, you know, the guy who was responsible for eliminating Brock Lesnar. And then eventually Sheamus is eliminated. Sheamus was in the final four of this Royal Rumble. Sheamus was near the finish. What the fuck are you doing? I know Sheamus was WWE champion, but no one wanted Sheamus to be WWE champion. And by the way, no one wanted Reigns to win this either. And eventually Triple H eliminates Reigns. Ambrose eliminated Jericho before this, by the way. And then, Reigns eliminated Sheamus. I think because I said Ambrose. And then eventually, it's down to Triple H and Dean Ambrose. Either Triple H eliminates Reigns because everyone wanted Reigns to be eliminated because no one wants Roman Reigns to be champion, nor to win the Royal Rumble for a second time. And then Ambrose and Triple H got it. And I was stupid. I was stupid enough to actually believe for a second we're going to be smart and build a new star because Ambrose doesn't have much left, okay? I'm sorry. Ambrose has gotten too many chances here, and they've ruined it for him so many times. And once again, the bullshittery happens. Like, Triple H is thrown over the top rope. Ambrose, you know, does the Biggie running spear thing into him, and he doesn't fall. Okay, fine. Then he goes for it again, and Ambrose gets kneed in the face, and he gets eliminated by Triple fucking H in the most anticlimactic manner I've ever seen in my entire life. He just got dumped over him like that. It's the worst thing I've seen. And now Triple H is a 14-time WWE champion. I'm going to take a quote here from, you know, Baba or Boulder, whatever you want to call him. I don't remember his real name at the moment, so I'm not going to try. The booker should never be involved in the product as a character, at least not, especially not as a wrestler, should not be involved. It's not healthy. It's not good for business. And once again, I'm just pointing out, Triple H should not have won this match. I wouldn't have had him involved with this match to begin with, but it was also the most predictable. There were 3 people we thought were going to win this: Triple H, Roman Reigns, or Brock Lesnar. Everyone were taking the 2 first ones were going to win. No one thought actually Brock Lesnar was going. People thought like Brock Lesnar could win. No one thought he was going to, but they thought he could. And we're going back to the same thing, aren't we? Predictability. It was way too predictable. And you're giving a man who's almost 50 the WWE Championship at one of the big 4 pay-per-views of the year. And especially at the sore time when the Royal Rumble has been a disappointing mess for now the 3rd year straight. It comes to a point that there's no point. I mean, was disappointing when John Cena won it too, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So just how baffling this is. I was being a retard. I thought Dean Ambrose was going to win for a second. I gave them too much credit. It's like during a quiz. Quiz tips for anyone. If you're in a quiz, never think the answer is too complicated. Never give them too much credit. The answer is always going to be the simplest. Same thing here. WWE booking. Never think they're going to come with a smart decision. Always think they're going to act like retards. It generally works out better that way. I mean, what were they thinking? I don't know what they were thinking. Whatever it is incredibly horrendous and incredibly depressing. Yeah. Triple H became champion, and he's going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns is going to win. And yeah, that's what's going to be. That's a wasted main event. The Wyatts are going to face Brock Lesnar. AJ, I don't know who Kevin Steen is going to fight. It's going to be one person. I don't know what. I don't know what I'm going to say more. I'm so tired of this. They fucked it up again. Sorry for my shoddy camera angle. It's 5:30 in the morning here. I woke up for this goddamn thing, and why? I don't know, but wasted. So, peace out. I don't have anything more to say. I can't say anything more. I just think I'm going to go and eat glass or something. Peace out, people.